He suffered from schizophrenia and had been unemployed for years despite his efforts to find a job. Most of his friends were outpatients at South Central Counseling, where he was being treated for his mental illness. Flyers were posted around town with Martin's picture. Detective Leo Brandlin said at the time he had no clues and he had exhausted all leads. Henry's body was found partially clad on the floor of room 221 of Alaska Budget Motel in Fairview in December 1999. A maintenance worker of the motel found his body around 5:30 p.m. He had knocked and gone inside because no one had seen the tenant since Saturday morning. Henry usually came downstairs every day to drink coffee or to retrieve toiletries. Police said that the death seemed somewhat suspicious because of the man's age and minor cuts and scrapes were evident. The state medical examiner determined that the man was strangled and had been dead for at least 2 days. Henry had been staying at the motel for a week or more at a time over the previous couple of years. He had a mental health case manager, and his $194 weekly rent at the hotel was paid by the state. He was born in the northwestern Alaska village of Wales, and in his obituary, his family wrote, Henry's boyhood was carefree and he was happiest outdoors, no matter what the season. Henry will be remembered by many for his ability to figure out the Rubik's Cube and later on timing himself. Wade submitted that he killed the third, unidentified man on the night of Della's death. He told authorities that the victim was with him in the Spenard shed where he'd killed her. Wade said he knocked him out and placed him in the trunk of his car. Then he went drinking, and when he returned to the car, he could hear him pounding from within. So Wade said he ripped the man from the trunk, beat him to the ground, and stomped on his head until he was dead. He returned the body to the trunk. In a phone interview with KTVA, scratch all that, Wade said he'd knocked him out and placed him in the trunk of his car. Then he went drinking, and when he returned, he could hear the man pounding from within. Wade said he ripped the man from the trunk and beat him into the ground, and then he stomped on his head until the individual was dead. He then returned the body to the trunk, and in a phone interview with KTVA, Wade said, quote, I drove out to the valley, found the spot, took the guy out, took his clothes off, and shot him in the head 2 times with a shotgun. Pretty much took everything from the shoulders up. End quote. In the same conversation, Wade told the station that he didn't view himself as a serial killer. He was just making the admissions to get out of state custody where he wasn't being treated well. So it makes me wonder how much of that is true. I haven't been able to find out if police were able to confirm any of the murders he admitted to, but I do know that one of the mothers of the murdered men was informed that this is what happened to her son. So I'm guessing they did find some kind of evidence. And they went ahead with the transfer because, like I said earlier, he's now in Pennsylvania. They went ahead and transferred him to Terre Haute in Indiana. So I guess we can assume some of it's true, at least. I don't know about that third guy, but, you know. Anyway, guys, that's it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. You can follow my Facebook page at True Crime Spirits. Follow me on Twitter at Crime Spirits. Check out my Instagram at Bumbazzled, BMBAZZLED. or shoot me an email at truecrimespirits@gmail.com. You can find my podcast on most platforms, and if you like what you hear, give a like and subscribe. Like I've mentioned before, I won't be returning until after the 1st of November. My son's birthday is coming up, and I don't want to be distracted from that. I just wanted to award y'all's patience with a few episodes. So see you guys next time. Until then, stay safe out there. Good night.